Ellen McCauley, Pray It Off, and I really want to talk about 7 delicious fall foods that are great for weight loss. Let's start with number 1, beets. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I am not a beet person. So, I'm going to repeat what you say, but I'd like people to raise their hands, and I'll repeat it so everyone in blog land can hear. Who likes beets? All right, everybody but me, perhaps. Now, I haven't had them in years and years. So, let's start with table 1. How do you make them? What? Table 1. All right.
I usually microwave them a little vinegar water.
Microwave, so you get fresh beets, cut them up, and put them, or do you buy canned beets?
No, I buy fresh and cut them and cube them.
And put vinegar in a microwave.
Vinegar water.
Vinegar water in a microwave. Okay, Judy?
And I, out of a can or a jar, serve them cold with vinegar.
Cold with vinegar, okay.
And maybe a little onion.
Onion, interesting.
Yeah, I eat mine cold from the can.
Cold from the can,
I buy it in a jar and eat it cold too.
all right.
I don't eat them.
And you know what, I have to say, I'm going to go to every table, so we're going to spend some time on this, so don't worry, I will get to your table. The thing is, I think if you had a bad childhood experience, because I was telling someone earlier, I love my dad, but he grew up and they were, I can't even say how poor his family was after his father died. And he could not stand wasting food. So if my sisters and I did not eat the peas and carrots and beets, the combo that you got in a can, we'd have to sit at the table for hours. So I have a little peas, I can eat raw carrots now, but I think sometimes we have to separate ourselves from some psychological barriers. Now, I don't know about you, there might be other people in the group that have some food things that remind them, of certain things that I do need to grow up and get over it. I'm going to try beets this week. Tony?
Beets from a can or a jar in a salad with vinegar.
Salad.
Yeah.
Interesting. Throw them in a salad. Anyone have a different thing to add on? No, I'm going to get to table 3. Table 2. You guys are so excited about the beets. Anything different here? You're a cook. And you do anything different?
Borscht, soup. Yeah.
Soup. That's what borscht is? Beet soup?
And
all right.
Roasted beets.
Roasted beets.
Just like a potato, put them in. Takes a long time, 3 hours sometimes, depends how big they are. Then you peel them, and they're so soft inside until they get mushy.
John is saying borscht, which is beet soup, and also roasted beets, which might take a few hours. Do you put garlic on them or what?
Horseradish sauce.
Horseradish sauce. Interesting. Table 3.
I wanted to say, I roasted beets.
Roasted.
They're so, and one thing about beets is when they're cooked right, they're so sweet.
Sweet.
They have their own sugar, that's why sometimes but they say that beets are the best vegetable. Dr. Oz says if you had one vegetable to pick, and to pick to go on an island with, what would you take? Beets.
Dr. Oz would take beets on an island. I want to mention that to you. All right, anything to add, table 4?
Yeah, what we do is we buy them fresh, and we cut off the greens, we boil the beets in boiling water, slice them up, we have them cold with salt, and I've even done beet greens, they're quite good.
And what do you put on the beet greens?
What you do is you put them in a saucepan with some olive oil and some garlic, and it's just like spinach. You just keep cooking it covered until it wilts down, and then you just serve it on a plate, and the garlic is enough flavoring for me. So.
She's mentioning beet greens. You boil them, they boil down, you put some garlic on it, and she really recommends it.
You do need to wash them quite well because sand gets in them.
Wash them well, Blockland. All right, yes?
If you boil them, you want to cook them a long time because they take forever.
They do take forever even
They take
boiling.
about 25, 30 minutes.
To boil, okay. So maybe that's why some people are using jars and cans,
Yeah.
But I do think, maybe I'm wrong, but I would think there'd be more nutritional value in the fresh ones. You think there is? No? Sue Ellen says no?
I don't think so.
All right, well, let's do a little research on that, okay. Table 5. Anything to add?
Put them on a salad.
Salad.
With feta cheese.
Table 6?
Pickle.
Pickled. And how is it? You buy them like that? Pickled beets, you buy them? All right, tables over here. Anything to add, Chris?
I buy the ones at Wegmans that are in a little container, they're called Sweetie Beaties, and they're different flavors, they're delicious. And
Sweetie Beaties.
I slice them and then put a little goat cheese and walnuts.
Goat cheese, walnut, Sweetie Beaties. All right, we're getting excited here now about the beets. Okay, table 8.
Sweetie beaties.
Yeah. All right, now, let's give table 8 the courtesy we gave everyone else. I know we're dying to talk about the beets. Okay, 8.
My mom would serve them warm for dinner, and she would put butter or whatever, margarine or whatever, and salt on them. They're really good warm. That's how I eat them now today.
All right, now we should be very cautious about too much butter, and there is sea salt. A little sea salt is better for you than regular table salt. Very good. Anybody else at table 8? Pickle, that she likes the pickle. 9, 10. All right, I promise you that I will try beets. I will get over my childhood problems with my relationship with beets. I will grow up and try them again this week, and I will report back to you next week. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to go right on to broccoli. Okay, now let's have a show of hands. Oh, we're so excited. Let's have a show of hands. Who in the group likes broccoli? Okay, quite a few. I like broccoli. All right, let's start. I didn't have a bad experience as a child with broccoli. Okay, because we couldn't afford it. That's probably why. Okay, table 1.
We make broccoli slaw all the time.
Broccoli slaw. Can you bring in a low-fat recipe for that? All right. Anybody else?
I like it just cold.
Cold broccoli on salads, perhaps. Or we like it warm, and there was a lot of broccoli on the menu from last week. I know you're all dying to say, cheese sauce. Broccoli and cheese sauce. Hey, I challenge someone to bring in a low-fat, low-calorie broccoli with cheese sauce recipe. I'm not the only one here. You guys can bring in recipes. Anyone else at table 1? How about somebody give me, yes?
I like broccoli, put it on a cookie sheet with cauliflower, carrots, and sweet potato chunks. Drizzle a little olive oil, salt and pepper, and roast it in the oven.
All right. She had broccoli, cauliflower, carrots,
sweet
potato chunks with a little drizzled oil, little garlic. I like garlic, but
I do, but
yeah,
I don't put it on.
teeny salt and pepper and roast it. How long would that take?
Oh, 30 to 40 minutes.
30 to 40. That sounds delicious to me.
It is.
Anyone that sound good? Good idea. I like that. Table 2. Any added broccoli ideas? 3, 4.
No, I like
Yes, John.
steam it.
Steam it.
Asian, like Asian sauce.
Like an Asian sauce called what? Like the duck sauce?
Hoisin sauce. Hoisin.
Hoisin. I've led a very sheltered life. I don't know what.
A little bit goes a long way.
A little
Just
goes-
toss it and then-
All right. Well, that sounds interesting. Somebody remind me to write down hoisin sauce so I can check that out. All right. Any table 4? Any revolutionary broccoli that's going to rock our world recipes over there in 4?
I'm not crazy about it.
Not crazy. Maybe we need to revisit it, Christine.
There is a broccoli salad that I do like. It's raw broccoli with raisins and onions, but I pick up the onions. And some kind of like a vinegar mayonnaise. It's very good.
That's broccoli slaw.
Broccoli slaw. That, yeah. All right. Anybody else here? Yes.
I like to, while I'm cutting up my broccoli into edible pieces, I like to munch at the same time. Is that a good recipe?
I like that. And you know what? No one's going to get in trouble munching on broccoli. Believe me. Table 6, anything interesting? Anything added? Yes, Tree.
I made homemade soup with broccoli, which is delicious. It's a creamy base, so you have to be careful with that, but I always use like skim milk or something.
A creamy base to skim milk broccoli. Didn't I have some cauliflower recipe one year that was so good? I'll look that up because maybe you could put broccoli in that too. Soup. Yeah, that was so good.
So hard to get watercress.
Yeah, maybe we'll change it to broccoli. Anybody else in the other Netherlands? Yes, ma'am. Roasted, here's our new crack praying off land. Roasted veggies with a little drizzled olive oil, some Parmesan cheese. No, I mean, unless you're going like this with the Parmesan cheese, it's not going to kill you. And it's like our new crack. I like that a lot. Okay, yes?
I make broccoli with, I put the broccoli in a what do you call it, a colander, and I steam it, and then I put it in with tomatoes and, well, I use mozzarella, but I put it in an omelet. That's how I have it.
Yeah, and you can buy low-fat mozzarella. It'd be perfect in an omelet. Awesome. Now the next thing is nice for the fall is pears. Now, I don't think we need to go around the room because, I mean, it's a pear. And I also think that I've never thought to cut up a pear and put it on my salad. So, I never thought of it. It never, all right, cut up a pear and put it on my salad. Also, when I mention pears, I'm not talking about going and getting a can of pears in heavy syrup. We will not eat pears in heavy syrup. We're talking fresh pears, which are very low cost this time of year. Now here's something else, pomegranates. I really am not, I always had trouble with the seeds. I always thought they were hard to chew. Anyone have some words of wisdom to me on pomegranates?
You can sprinkle them on your salad.
Sprinkle them? Like what? After you cut the seeds out?
You can't cut the seeds out.
I know. That's what I have trouble with. Yeah, that's all they are, seeds. I'm not a big, anyone a big, like crack is their pomegranate or pomegranate? No, I'm juice. Yeah, yeah, that's not a bad idea. I like the pomegranate yogurt, fat-free yogurt with no seeds. I like those. I like the taste. Don't get me wrong, I love the taste, but I can't chew. My teeth don't go together. Pumpkin seeds, to me, pumpkin seeds, I can see myself getting into trouble with them. Yeah, now, like this one girl had a package of pumpkin seeds on her desk today. At work, I go, oh, that's on my group's topics for tonight. Do you mind if I look at your package? She goes, I have 2 or 3 of these every day that get me through the day. They're awesome. I go, fabulous. So this is one. You have 2 or 3 of these? I picked it up. It was like this big, and it was just all seeds. 2 servings. 180 calories a serving, so that's 360. So she has 2 or 3 a day, so 369. We're talking a day's worth of calories with pumpkin seeds. But did I tell her that? She's a little bit chunky, she'll never watch the blog. No, I did not tell her that. But I don't know. But what about this? What about taking a couple of pumpkin seeds and putting them on a salad? I can handle that, and I'm going to do that this week. Sweet potatoes. I don't know how many years ago it was. I think Charmaine, was it 4 years ago? Charmaine invited Bob and I and Jean. We went to her apartment. She had a lovely dinner. We were going to play games. And, I'm eating the dinner, and I'm like, what is this? What is this dish here? It's so good. And she's looking at me like, she's looking at my plate going, you mean the sweet potatoes? I had never had sweet potatoes. 4 years ago. No, people are like, what? It's like, I murdered someone in 1979. I got the same reaction to never eating sweet potatoes. But the thing is, I just never did. And it was so, I think she roasted them with they were so good. Now, did anyone try the sweet potatoes fries that were in Ann? Excellent, Mark. Excellent. Now, we're not saying, eat sweet potatoes 3 times a day. There's still some starch in there, but on sweet potatoes. They said bake one, sprinkle a little cinnamon on it. It's got resistant starch, which, listen to this, everyone, may actually help you burn fat. So think about that. So I think if you're going to have sweet potatoes, again, have a half of one or whatever, watch it. But anyone have besides bake, cinnamon? Yes, Christine.
My niece, she's on the paleo diet, and she's a health nut, exercise nut. And, well, anyway, she's in China right now. Well, anyway, she takes the sweet potatoes, slices them just like they are raw, and puts them in the microwave like and then adds a little sea salt to them, and she eats them like chips.
Yeah, so, all right, 5 more minutes. Okay, so, all right, I'm going. All right, go ahead, go.